What was the first moment of like real success where you said, "Oh fuck, I can do this at the highest level. I can actually get there."
I was at the Capital City Comedy Club in Austin, and Chappelle had been there the week before, and Sandra Bullock lived in Austin, and she went to see Chappelle, and the manager of the club said to me, Sandra Bullock is gonna come to the second show. And I was, fucking drinking and shit. I was like, man, I don't want fucking Sandra Bullock to come see me. So I fucking dressing room, I go in there like this. I said, please, whatever, don't allow Sandra Bullock to come to the second show. Because she would have seen a guy that didn't have an act, that was just fucking drinking, trying to get through it.
Weren't at your best.
So not at my best, And the guy, before the show started, the first guy was up, she's not coming. I said, oh my God, And then 2 years later, somebody saw me for an idea that somebody had, didn't know who it was. And it was Sandra Bullock. So Sandra Bullock came to see me 2 years later. I was pretty much dry, not drinking as much, really on a better path. And she saw me at the Improv, and she, backstage, she was like, wow, I mean, can we sit and talk, about maybe there's an idea? I think the idea at first was like maybe for teenagers and the parents were secondary figures, and she's like, I think there might be something different, So I went to her production company. We sat there for like 3 hours. Wow. And then she had a snort, Miss Congeniality, all that stuff. And then she was walking me out after like 3 hours. She was like, great meeting. I said, hey, whatever happens, yes or no, whatever, it hasn't been ever done successfully. I just want to tell you right now, thank you for just being interested in me. And she was like, why don't you just worry about being funny and you let me wear all the business stuff? And nobody had ever said that to me, man. Wow. So that meeting her, I mean, the manifestation of things, when people manifest things. I mean, I've been manifesting things my whole life and didn't really realize it until maybe the last 10 years. But, she became my, I said like a fairy godmother, man, that just took me and didn't allow anybody to say no to me.
Wow.
And then we went to go see, the first meeting we had was with Bruce Elford. And Bruce Elford was like, yeah, let's go see George. They saw me at the Ice House, loved it. Stu Bloomberg was the president of ABC. It was the last time maybe like Roseanne was there and Tim Allen. It was really comedy-centric, like good, the talent mattered. He was the last president there. So he came to see me. And it was like, fuck, that's fucking hilarious. I said, let's bring, Peter Roth from Warner Brothers in there.
Wow.
So they go, do 25. That was at the Ice House. And so just killing him, man. I told the sound guy, I said, give me the light at 20. I was fucking just hammering way up here. The light went on. And it's like an Ali when you know that you could do this shit. And you know that you knew what was left. Yeah.
Yeah.
And killed him, hugs, went down backstage next day. I flew to Houston. I was going to do a club. Called me at 11:30. It's like 1:30 in Houston. Just landed. He goes, you sitting down? I said, yeah. Hey, ABC bought 13 episodes of the show. No pilot, no thing. 13 on the air.
Get the fuck out of here.
I was like, what? 13? Like, congratulations, man. You have a television show. What the fuck? I said, fucking driver's right there. I said, hey, man. He looks at them. You can see his eyes. I was like, I got a television show on ABC. What the fucking eyes with that fucking guy. Bullshit, motherfucker. And he was like, fucking, yeah, all right. So, but,
George.
I mean, that was it, man.
George, do you understand how insane that is? Do you understand how insane that is?
There was a thing, so that was 2001. So 9/11 in September, really kind of it was going to be the start of the new season of shows and all that stuff. I mean, remember everybody was just not into laughing, a lot of drama, a lot of like hour shows. And that I wasn't in that thing, but we were writing the pilot at that time. So, I mean, that's another thing. I mean, if I had gone, there, the timing of it, and then the pilot looked pretty good, and then they say, well, go ahead and start casting it. We found some good actors, and then in the beginning of the year, Sandra and I and Bruce and everybody, ABC people, went to Warner Brothers in the office and sitting around the big table, and they said, so here's the dilemma, with everything that's happened, there's an opportunity to go mid-season, or there's an opportunity to wait till September. And they said, what are the pros and cons of that? If you wait till September, you have more time to develop and all this stuff, And then Bruce said, but if we start now, we probably won't be able to do, 13 shows, maybe 6, 4, whatever, So Sandra's like, well, Why don't I just George decide? And everybody looked at me, they go, so what do you want to do? You want to go now or do you want to go in September? And I was like, and I always been kind of thing like, fuck it, you know, I was like, fuck it, let's go now.